What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jax, and I'm back with another video. We're doing a story time video today, as you guys can see from the title. Your girl was a teen mom. I'm no longer a teen, but I did have my first child as a teen, and we're gonna talk about that today. If you guys want to see more videos like this, please comment down below. I will bring you guys whatever story times you want to hear. My life has been interesting thus far. But before we get into the video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys can be notified for more videos. Let's get into it. This story time is going to be about finding out I was pregnant with my 15-year-old daughter. Just to give you a little backstory, my mom kicked me out at 15. I was living my own life. We were living life. We were doing grown-up things, you know? It was Super Bowl Sunday. I was excited. I was getting ready to go, hang out with my man and his family, watch the game with a couple friends, smoke some bud. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the shower. I got the music playing. I'm shampooing my hair, letting the shampoo sit. So I move down to my body and I get to my tummy. And as I washed my tummy, she kicked me. And I was like, whoa, that wasn't gas. Like, you can't, like, I was tripping, you know what I'm saying? But I did not want to believe that I was pregnant. At the time, my aunt worked as a gynecologist secretary, so she carried around quick sticks. I knew where they were. Literally was shampoo still in my hair. I run downstairs, wrap the towel around myself, water still running. I go get one of the quick sticks. I pee in a cup. I put the quick stick in the cup. I go grab my radio from my room, and I come back. Plug in the radio. I look at the quick stick. It already had 2 lines. There's no way I'm pregnant. And she just kicked me, so that means I'm very pregnant. Prior to having children, my cycle was very irregular. If I got my period 2 or 3 times a year, that was a lot for me. I did not cycle as often until I had children. I'm sorry if you guys hear background noise. Like I said, your girl is a mom. We got to get these videos in when we can get them in. You know what I'm saying? I know what you're thinking. Like, how the heck can she be 6 months pregnant and not know? Well, that's because I never got my period like that. So the fact that I didn't get my period, that was not anything new to me. That was normal to me. I'm excited, to be honest with you. I've always wanted to be a mother. That was just something that I aspired to be. I couldn't wait to be a mom. I wasn't afraid, really. I was really excited, and I couldn't wait, to see what I was having. I called one of my best friends at the time, and I was like, look, he's a guy. I was like, look, listen, I need you to come get me, and we need to go to CVS, and then I need you to drop me off at my boyfriend's house. I needed to go to the pharmacy. CVS was like right around the corner from my house, and I bought the EPT 4-pack because, like I said, like, I was excited, but I couldn't believe it. Like, no way. There's no way. I get to my boyfriend's house. I'm telling my friends on the car ride to my boyfriend's house what's happening, what happened in the shower. And he's like, no way, there's no way. And I'm like, there can't be. This is not real, Get to my boyfriend's house. I take 3 out of the 4 pregnancy tests. I saved one because in the directions I think I read online, it stated that the hormone that the pregnancy test is looking for to tell you whether or not you're pregnant is strongest in the morning. Well, I took those 3 tests, all of them positive. And my boyfriend's like, no way. I'm like, no way. There's no way. I waited till the morning. I took the other pregnancy test. That one was positive. That's 5 pregnancy tests. My kid's grandma took me to the emergency room and was like, look, just go in there and tell them that you're having stomach pain. Like, I didn't have health insurance. Remember, my mom kicked me out. I was a teenager. I was working and I was, doing some things to get money. That's for another story time. You guys want to hear about that? Drop the eye emojis and we'll get into more story times. She took me to the hospital and she's like, tell them your stomach hurts. And so I did, and they gave me a pregnancy test, and the nurse came back and was like, so when was the last time you had your cycle? Mind you, it's February 7th now because I found out on February 6th, a Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday in the year 2005. I'm like, August, September, maybe. Like, I didn't really keep track. Like I said, I didn't get a cycle like that. So what was the point of keeping track? She's like, you know, you're potentially 6 months pregnant. And I was like, wait, what? Run that back? I'm what? And she's like, yeah, you're potentially 6 months pregnant. You haven't had any prenatal vitamins or any prenatal care. We need to get you to a doctor ASAP. So I legit had 3 months to prepare for a baby at 18 years old. I had 3 months. That's when it got scary, but I was still excited the whole time. She was born June 22nd, 2005, my little angel baby. I had a C-section. My cravings were grapes and cheddar cheese. I used to eat cheddar cheese by the blocks. Like, I didn't want it if it wasn't in block form, and I would literally bite it like a candy bar. I was constipated. You know, if your kids make you crave cheese, everything in moderation, okay? I would suggest buying the little cubes and, you know, spacing it out, because 2 blocks of cheese every other day was a bit much on my intestines. Those were my cravings with her. My pregnancy was really fast because for 6 months, I didn't know that I was pregnant. So I get to the doctor. My kid's dad, he's with me. And, you know, we're both still in disbelief. You know, I was smoking the whole time I was pregnant with her weed because I didn't know that I was pregnant. And the crazy thing is I used to say to my boyfriend, like, yo, because we used to have like these late nights, 4 a.m. There was a 24-hour grocery store near us. And we used to walk to go get like munchy food to the grocery store. And I used to say to him, yo, it feels like something's moving in my stomach. And he used to tell me, oh, you high, you tripping. But sure enough, our baby was in there. Don't judge me. I didn't know that she was in there. And to be honest, smoking weed didn't affect anything. If anything, that girl is smart as a whip. Okay, she's been here before. I'm not promoting smoking weed during pregnancy, nor am I promoting being a teen mom. It's been hard. It's been hard, and there's been a lot of times I've wanted to give up. And I don't ever know if I'm doing the right thing, but I try my best. We get to the doctor. I'm with my kid's dad. They're asking me all these questions about my pregnancy, about the last time I had a cycle. They're setting up a sonogram. They're telling me that I need to take a Down syndrome test and drink this nasty fake orange soda. And telling me I have to do all of these things, but I still haven't seen my baby. I only feel her. I don't know if she's healthy. Like, I'm worried at this point because they're basically telling me the way that I was caring for my body from the time that, you know, she was conceived until the first time I went to the doctor, you know, she could come out different. And I started getting fearful, and here I am, you know, 18 years old. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still a kid myself, still making dumb decisions. But the doctor comes in with this little heart monitor and puts like that cold jelly on my stomach. And he's like, you guys ready to hear your baby's heartbeat? And I was scared, you know, like, although I felt her moving, I was like, it's going to be irregular. The doctor is going to tell me, you know, something so bad. I didn't take care of myself. God, I'm so sorry. He finds her little heartbeat, and that little heartbeat is like so, she was like, shoo, shoo, shoo. Like super strong, you know, and I've never heard a baby's heartbeat in the womb before. And it was just like, it brought tears to my eyes. And like my kid's dad, he's just like melting in the chair. He literally like melted from sitting up in the chair, like all the way down to the floor. It's like, it was real to us at that moment. And we literally had 3 months to prepare for her. I did my work to get my money. He had a job, and I had a lot of support around me. I was very well protected. I didn't have to want or need for anything. I had some crazy stories during my pregnancy that I can tell you about the life that I lived and what making those bad decisions led up to during my pregnancy. So if you guys want to hear that, drop the eye emoji and tell me what you guys want to hear about. But I had a pretty good pregnancy. I got to eat and sit home, and it was during the summertime. So every time the ice cream man came around, I ate lots of ice pops to keep myself cool. I only wore a denim skirt with some Chuck Taylor shoes. I had 2 shirts that I went back and forth with at one point, and then it was just wife beaters and basketball shorts when I got uncomfortable. The day that I go into labor, I was tired of being pregnant. There was a lot going on in my personal life, in like my home life, that I was a little stressed out. It was hot. She was taking over my body. I couldn't take it no more. So I went to the internet and I'm like, what can I do to speed along this pregnancy? I drank a whole bottle of castor oil, okay? Didn't work. I read that doing the do, getting down and dirty, the semen will activate pregnancy. So that's what we did. I went to go get my baby daddy and I was like, you have to do something. I can't take this anymore. You have to do something. We went in the bathroom and we did what we needed to do. And no lie, 15 minutes later, it was like the worst period cramps ever in my life. And this was on June the 20th. At around 4 p.m., I started having really bad contractions to the point where I was rocking back and forth. They were about 8 minutes apart. My water hadn't broken yet, but this was my first time. Again, I'm a baby. I'm 18 years old. At this point, I'm 19, actually. I'm 19 years old, and I don't know, what? I'm about to be a mom. I'm excited, but what? This is scary. I've never felt what was happening in my body. So my sister-in-law comes in and she kind of sees me, rocking and deep breathing. I stayed inside after this point. They were outside throwing a barbecue or whatever. Remember I said some personal things were happening, so our support system came together to uplift us during that time. I stayed inside. I did not want to be in pain around people for fear of being judged or I'm pregnant. You know what I'm saying? I stayed inside and she comes in to use the bathroom and she's like, I'm telling Ma. She goes outside and she grabs my mother-in-law and she's like, Ma, she's going through some things. So she comes in, she's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I don't know, Ma. My stomach is cramping. She touched my stomach. My stomach was really tight. She was like, oh, we going to the hospital. We get to the hospital. I'm there, for a couple of hours, but I was dilated, but my water didn't break. So I was there from 3 p.m. until maybe they sent me home 9 and told me to come back when my water breaks. I went home, and from 9 all the way through till the next morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, I was up all night with excruciating contractions. I couldn't sleep. My kid's dad was getting frustrated with me because every time I would have a contraction, I would wake him up, rub my back. And then I was from in the bed to out the bed to in the shower. I was up all night. I was uncomfortable. And I would just keep going, ooh, ooh, because it hurt so bad. So he left me, he went on the couch and then I was stuck in the bed and that was it. When I realized he didn't come back and the sun was up, I got up and I was like, Ma, you got to take me to the hospital. I can't go all day like this. I get back to the hospital. I get to the desk and I'm like, look, I was here last night. You guys sent me home because I wasn't dilating. I haven't been having contractions all night and I'm uncomfortable. I'm not going home. So they admitted me to a room. They hooked me up to all these machines. They started me on Pitocin. They asked me if I wanted an epidural. I said yes. They came in. They broke my water. Now, mind you, it is now June the 21st. It is nighttime, 7, 8 o'clock. They come and break my water. And I'm still just there. I don't really feel too much because I had an epidural. They had the Pitocin. When they broke my water, they told me that I may have to have a C-section because there was poop in the amniotic fluid from me taking castor oil. Don't take castor oil, guys. It can make the baby swallow their poop. Very bad. Infection in the lungs if that happens. It didn't happen to my daughter, thank God, but it can happen. But by this point, it was almost the next day. It was almost the 22nd. And the doctor was like, look, you've been in labor forever. Your water's been broken for hours. You haven't, dilated more than 5 centimeters. And at this point, the baby's going to be born with a dry birth. And we don't want to risk, any infection or anything like that. I'm 19. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm just like, whatever, do whatever. Mind you, I was alone at this time. I had to call my kid's dad, look, they're about to take the baby out. You got to come now. I kept telling the doctor, you got to wait. You got to wait till he gets here. I can't do this by myself. You have to wait till he gets here. He got there and my baby was born at 2:57 in the morning. It was like a dream to me. I don't remember. So if you guys want to hear the rest of my birth story, I can tell you What birthing my baby was like after that, that is all for another video. If you guys like hearing these story times, let me know. There was a lot of things that happened in between my pregnancy that can be their own story times on their own. So you guys let me know if you want to hear that. I do want to let you know that if you are pregnant now and you are a teen and you are afraid, I need you to know that I am living proof that as long as you try your hardest, as long as you lead with love, and as long as you do what you know is right for you and your baby, you'll be fine. You're going to be okay. I am by no means promoting getting pregnant young as a teen. It is one of the hardest jobs that I've ever had to do, and I'm still learning every day with her. I've never been a parent of a 16-year-old, and this year I'm going to be a parent of a 16-year-old. So that's going to be new learning for me. But we're almost to the age of where I was when I had her, and I feel like we've already broken so many generational curses in mine and hers parenthood journey. She's made it to 15 and she's home. She's not in the streets like I was. Even though it's hard, and even though we've been through some traumatic things together because I had her so young, we're still here. We're still strong. We smile. We're happy. And we did it because God wanted us to. If you are struggling with embracing the fact that you yourself are getting ready to have a baby, I need you to trust yourself. Trust the Most High. And trust that this was all meant to be. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And that child is going to be the biggest blessing you've ever had in your life. I hope that you guys like this video. And as I always say at the end of every video, be you, know you, love you, do you for you. I'll see you guys later. Let me know what stories you want to hear. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell for some more videos. Interact with me, y'all. Love you. See you soon.